Why Apollo first indeed. What a day. Yeah. How are you? Ah, I don't know what he changed. I guess nothing. Let's close this. Hello. But okay, I'll play this one. Should I just what good taste? Yes. It's best for time management actually, because you can see the timestamps of every move in the SGF. Okay, he does defend. I will approach. He pincers maybe. I might, whatever. If he just backs off, then I think I will play the Kobayashi enclosure kind of dealio. Good old Eric. Hey, Godiun. Hmm. I don't like these variations, so I just don't play them. He can get the kick and get a little bit more than whatever. I'm too tired to deal with that shit. As you can see, the time settings are just like with Brandon's games. The time settings that will happen in the Hamburg tournament. By coincidence. So he does this. Hmm. What's his plan? Because up to this point he just played it first. Which playing fast usually suggests that you know what you're doing. Hey Paige. You cheer for good time management and solid play and not and I can't talk and not counting too often, and instead awareness and evaluation of weaknesses. That's what you're here for. Winner doesn't matter at all anyway. Oh no. He chooses this variation. That's the only one that I don't like. Well, I almost took down Eric a while ago. But then this happened. The corner archer here. Hmm. Oh? Wait. Huh. At this point to Tenuki, is that normal? But I think I can't sacrifice the 2 stones, right? Okay, I guess. If I might not seem in the best mood, I just had something that I thought would take half an hour and it ended up taking over 5 hours. I hadn't eaten in 11 hours, which might be the longest time I haven't eaten in like this decade. And now I'm a little bit in food coma and tired and annoyed. So yeah, best best mood to play a serious training game, eh? Also, this game was supposed to start over an hour ago, so good mental training, I suppose. I'm not familiar where we are in, like, this is the only variation out of all of these that I'm not familiar with, I guess. Or rather, after Connect and Connect, this happens. I'm not sure if you're supposed to Tenuki this one. Hey, Rolling Ghost Stone. Oh, this is a little bit too. I sound a bit far away. Oh, can't be. Everything is on max. Oh, wrong mic. It tells me anything. Now it should be good. Now it should be much better, rather. Thanks for the hint. Yeah, it was just not plugged in into the mic at all. I'm so not a fan of this variation. Crosscut. I think you can also just jump here. You can't cut here, but you can extend. I'll just extend. I don't want to deal with the cut here. Not like the left side is super interesting anyway. If he Hanes here, I Hane. Can he double Hane? Push, extend, push. No, right? Because then I still play this Atari, this Atari. Oh, why is the activity feed not updating? It's not my internet, it's just the... Okay. Thank you, Mothworks. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, sure. Should I play this way or this way? I think just here is probably better. Sure. Ah, yeah, of course. Only the best of shapes for both sides. If he plays d14, he also gets a b2 bomber. Connects, I extend. Mm-hmm. I don't think any connection here for him is sent, even if he jumps. Of course, these have 6 liberties, so that's a bit annoying. But mine also have more liberties as long as he has to play a 17 Atari, maybe? If I have ice space here, that should be good enough. He could extend, of course. He does extend, huh? Hmm. I only just thought about the extend. If I push at e16 and he blocks, I cut at g16. Hmm. He even just turns if I turn. He captures like Atari. No, I can't win this. Hmm. I could just push a couple of times from behind. Of course, that hurts K16. I don't see anything that I can do immediately there to this shape, though. Hmm. If I push and cut, does that even work? I mean, I could also push and cut here. Then I could extend here in center. Maybe that's worth it, huh? Here, here, push here, here. And then that threatens this cut. Or I could push here. Actually, I just realized maybe I could have done this earlier. Push, like, instead of this extend, I could have played here and then here. And then I still threaten this kind of net. Atari, Atari, extend here. If he extends, then that's already a nice exchange, I believe. Yeah, what is this? Ah, but then I didn't have this stone yet. No, okay, never mind. He blocks the Atari. He connects, obviously. I could push here, but I think it's... If I push there, also play this one. If I jump here... Hmm. Also, he can't really play d11 because then I just push out and threaten to capture this, so he has to react here somehow. I think extending and I push and then cut here. That still threatens to Atari here, and it also threatens to extend here. Yeah, if block Atari this, and then I just extend here and center. He then kind of, yeah, he then has to connect here with an empty triangle. Hmm. Well, I hate this variation, but at least it looks like we are both out of prep. Well, this is not even the variation that I mean, I already extended here to avoid the variation that I actually hate. This one I just mildly dislike. I mean, what could have been, I suppose. I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, not true. I have an idea, of course, but I don't have a pre-game knowledge idea of what exactly is happening here. Let's put it this way, if that makes sense. I've also not counted once yet, so that's nice. I guess he could. Oh, I don't know. I guess he could decide to jump to F14, but then I can Atari anyway. I am still online, right? Oh, also, um, let me know if the sound, because it was a bit high. I toned it down a little bit. Let me know if it's still good. Yeah. Okay. Because otherwise I just see the red bar every time I speak, and that's pretty distracting. Meanwhile, I can fix my light, I suppose. Good enough, I suppose. And thanks for the feedback. I sometimes just tell Well, if I have nothing else to do, quote unquote, or we are like the game is too calm. Like in the game against Brandon, I counted like I don't know 20, 30 times. And okay, yeah. I sometimes just count early to see if um Hello Moments Live to see where the game is going in terms of how many points do I need to reduce? Because I've moved 40, it can very well be you already have like corners and then there's a Moyo and you have to know how deep to invade and for that you need to count. But yeah. Anyway. Um, Again, it's sad. This threatens the snapback with d13. Only question is, does black play d18 first? And do I block here? Is my upper side not in danger? Oh, well, no, not if I can capture these stones, which is exactly why he protected here. Now they are in danger. However, I don't think I can play this way, right? He just plays here. Hmm. I wonder if I should play e14 first. Seems not so easy. Well, why do you think I spent time now? If it was easy, I would just play a move. Black has 5 liberties on top. I don't. Mm. Oh, hey, Yaku. Um, the problem is that black gets basically d11 in Sente. So it's not like I can squeeze and gain anything from either push. Black just pushes on the other moment. Um, yeah, I think I'd still need to push from behind here a few more times. Mm. Because if I play this and then this, he can even Hane, I would have to connect and then he can jump out, so it has to be here, I'm pretty sure. Cuts and then extend, I can still play here. Not sure. I mean, I did lose the liberty, which is quite. I wonder if I should just connect here. I have more liberties like this. I guess he gets the Hane anyway, right? So. But, yeah. I mean, because if I played here and he plays the Atari, it's the same as if now Black played E19 and I have to play here, so it really doesn't make a difference. And this way, I keep more liberties. Mm, yeah, and I suppose I just have to live here and give him all the center. Not the biggest fan, but what you're gonna do? Sometimes it's just the cards you are dealt. I do wonder, what about this one now? I play this, he pushes down, I play this, and he pushes down. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. I also have 5 liberties. But I have a cut outside. I don't think that works. Also, then he can live in the corner. So I guess we just have to push from behind a few more times. I mean, because he has this send to push here a couple of times, he can basically capture the 2 stones. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, if I honey, he can cut. If I honey, he has this Atari and cut. I would have to play the Atari here and then push from behind again. So we just extend. Hey, Telegraph Go. Yes, super fun. Can you believe it's already 72 moves? Oh, also I just realized if I throw in a d13, he could choose to play e14. Right. Smells burned. Let me quickly check if it's in our kitchen. Nope, somebody else. Somebody else. Um, I still don't think I can honey here. Well, I could, but not without getting cut. Uh, Shh, nobody needs to know. I mean, if it's not good, it's bad. No, but anyway, I think I do continue to, well, I could also play this one first, but it's just a co-threat. If he plays there, then that's like Gote. Um, Thing is, if he gets the turn, then these two are also cut off, and he is stronger, so I will respond. If I play this jump, no. I could also play this. But that really seems very passive. I could also now I could Hane, because if he cuts now, then I could play here and here and here. Yeah, now I can Hane. I wonder, okay, he pushes here and then plays here. If I cut, and he cuts and Atari is here. Um, don't think I can double Hane. I also don't think I should. So I guess after the bump I could descend, and then if he Hanes and cuts, I could first Atari on the outside. I mean, he can just take this in center and then play here anyway. It's not like this is such a big deal for black. We might just play some enclosure. Yeah, let's say this is already 15 points worse for me, then this game is kind of a wash because, well, I couldn't learn to play like I couldn't learn to play solid from this game. I might as well have played AI, and if the game is equal, then whatever. But yeah, at least I guess I can still work on my time management in this game. Ish. Hmm. Oh yeah, Eric is well known for having some powerful weapons in Joseki. This is why I usually avoid the complicated ones, even that I know. I just didn't know that he likes this one. Otherwise, I wouldn't have pinned it. But I also didn't want to play the same variation again and give him center anyway, so I don't know. No matter how you do it wrong. Possible. Oh, okay. That's solid, hey? Interesting. Which is why I struggle so much getting against Eric, because usually I'm the one who comes out with the lead from the early game. And then I have to somehow survive the second half of the game. On the other hand, now I'm working on the second half of my game for a while now. So who knows, one day that might actually become my strength. Losing with 20 points? I have no idea what you mean by that. Uh, See, but for that you need strong end middle game, which none of my, I mean, early game is my strongest phase. Late end game is also quite okay. Everything else is garbage. So that's why I'm working on my meta game so that I can actually apply what I know, but don't apply yet in the middle game and early end game. So in other words, if I'm behind out of the opening, I'm absolutely screwed. Unless my opponent is a lot worse afterwards. I actually have a training partner like that. Somehow he always gets a lead out of the early game against me, and then over attacks and fucks it up. And like I won, I think, 12 out of the last 13 games, and I wasn't ahead in like half of them in out of the early game. Yes, just Eric does it better. Which is why I've never won against Eric in my life so far. I was very close in Kura Cup last year, end of last year, but yeah, then the disaster struck because I didn't know a specific endgame to Tsuchi and panicked and completely blundered something. I was wondering if he was going to do this, yeah. Um, I have no idea how to deal with the center yet. Maybe e7 first. Oh, but let's local first. You could play s3, I suppose. Uh, but then I just connect. And then if he like does something here, I get to play here. That can't be what he wants, I don't think. I mean, there is some weaknesses. There is still this weakness here and a little bit archy here. There are some weaknesses here and some weaknesses here, but is that really enough? So yeah, he just connects. That's what I expected. I think I just connect, right? If I play here and he play, well, actually, hmm. If I play here and he just plays here, then I get to turn and reduce. If I just connect, he could just jump and create something, but I guess I have to invade deep anyway. And then I get some more points if I connect here. Ladder still works beside, even though there's these two stones here, huh? Yes, that's pretty much it. Should I ask this first or should I just play here? No, I think that's it. Unless you have something. So the problem is either you have something special prepared, um, but then the opponents avoid it, or you have nothing prepared, then you just both know it. So, but I've also seen like pincers have never been like for a long time. Pincers have not been as common. I want to say if I allows him to play here, I have to block here, but that's it's fine as long as I still get this. Mm, at one place? No, I mean, if you know Joseki, you know Joseki, or if you don't, you don't. Don't think there's anything about exchanges or like placing stones. Um, I have no idea what you mean by that. What's obvious? What Tengen? Why different? None of that sentence makes any sense to me. How strong is Eric? Strong. EGF6 done. American semifinalists pro no finalist in the last pro championship. I mean, everyone is 8 Dan Fox, so that doesn't tell you anything, I guess. No, it's Yoda, my opponent. Like, who should I be talking about other than my opponent? I think he was even finalist, no? Why doesn't he have handicap against me? Must be a joke I don't understand. What? When will I be playing him? What do you mean? What are you on about? It literally says on stream, Eric Yoda. A little bit jumbled, but you know, Red Ray or Icy is Eric Yoda. It's like a Voldemort situation. Come on, you are better than that. No, I'm playing a tournament this weekend, and this is like the last prep. And I did play him in a tournament online last year. No, you don't need to read stream titles. It's literally his name is Red Ray or Icy is an anagram of Eric Yoda. I always thought Go players are smart people. No, I won't be streaming today, sorry. Yes, the time management is to not spend time when I don't need to. Not that it really matters in this game. Exactly. I told you before, and I'm not in the best mood. Ay, ay, ay. Also, why do I always have the most viewers when I'm losing badly? Why is that? I mean, I guess this year I really lose any game, so it doesn't really matter. But still, what is up with that? Why do I never have a good game when I have 30 plus viewers? That's okay, I see. Is it entertainment though? Is it more entertainment? I don't know about that. Also, what is he thinking about for so long? Um, oh, hey, Tangji. Oh, he does spend a move there, huh? Okay. Do I jump or do I make a base? Usually I would say I want to make the, the base. But in this case, it's kind of more valuable to reduce the center, I suppose. And now if he takes away the base with something like R11, I can just attach. Oh, what? Okay, I did not expect that one. Not gonna lie. That was not on my bingo card. The fuck? Some leeching hold shit indeed, yeah. Um, do I play from this direction? Do we claim that this is a potentially regroup to attack, or do we claim? I mean, I guess here there's 3 distance here, 4 distance here, right? Just depends on the game, on how late it is, on Eric, on me. I don't know. Hmm. I mean, there's more space here, right? So if I just play this and then do I even connect solidly? Yeah, even if I had like 10 minutes in before he played this move, I wouldn't even have thought of calculating this. What the fuck are we even? What is he on about here? Um, no idea. So let's not think for longer because if I don't have any idea what to do, more thinking will not change anything. Do I just connect solidly here? I kind of want to connect solidly even though it's super heavy, but if I don't, if I stay light. I mean, if I stay light, the advantage is that maybe I get some forcing moves here. If I play here, I have more forcing moves, huh? Boah. If I play here and he cuts, I mean, in theory, I guess I could also play like Q11, and then if he cuts, I will just extend and he gets everything here. But I still kind of want to connect solidly, just because I get more pressure against this. I have no idea if this is good, but I don't think so the thing is, if I have something big to calculate or some huge decision to make, that's where I want to spend my time. But if it's literally just, I don't know what the best solution is, and thinking about it for 10 minutes won't change it, then let's not think 10 minutes. That's where in the past I spent a lot of time. Just trying to figure out like the absolute best ways and thinking about this stuff for like 6 minutes. I remember a game against Jutsu where I thought about this for like 7 minutes, and in the end, 5 of my 6 choices that I had in mind were all in the range of 0.5 points and all good. So, as I said yesterday, during my games, I'm not trying to learn something new. I'm trying to apply what I already know. And if I don't know something and I can't like calculate my way through it or like argue my way through it in a reasonable amount of time, then might as well play fast and have the time to spend when you actually might have to calculate something severe, urgent, big, whatever. I think he would just make shape, right? He threatens the cut if I make this shape here. I'm also threatening some cut here. That's the idea. Well, kind of. I guess I could play this one and then extend to make more shape. So we have some eye space here. We have, of course, we have R12, R13, which makes an eye. Well, I could play R13, and if he blocks, I can play S12, and that makes like 1.5 eyes or so. Okay, so he goes for it like this. Do I push here once? It's maybe not senti enough. If I push here and he ignores and jumps here, and I Atari and just turn, then he can just do this, so that's maybe not big enough. If I had this already, it would be different. Or do I play this now and then push? Then it depends. Stone, of course, then is annoyingly placed already. Hello. Is it? I didn't notice. I don't even have all corners, so it can't be that polarized. Maybe I can also jump further here, like so, but then he could attach. If I just jump here, he can't do that easily. And then if he turns here, then I get this move, and if he plays here and he turns, then I still get this. He has already something like 12 points here, maybe more. 14, 15, more like 15. Maybe some here and then this. Something here. But I guess I counted very quickly earlier that I have something like 50 here with Komi. Okay, maybe without Komi even. Something like a little bit less than 50, so maybe 55 with Komi. Let's say 5 for this corner, so I have something like 60 points. He does this immediately, huh? Let's say 15. Very hard to say at the moment. This is still invadable, so maybe we can't count any points here for black yet. Oh, this way. Yes, that's exactly the poles. And here it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. 1, 2, 3. Something like 45 here. Hmm. Could I maybe, can I do, well, maybe I need to do this earlier. Also, this might not be sent actually at all. I mean, pushing here is a little bit annoying, right? Because I get this one incented then. That also hurts this potential area. That also hurts, like, if I play this and he ignores and I play this, maybe even this and then descend, or just descend immediately. Don't think I can Hane here. I think I extend one more time. You don't like that for who? Oh, okay, so he did play this one. I thought that was okay though, to give this, because it also gives me some shape. I guess I can still play the Hane and Sente. Yeah, because then the Hane is I could play Atari and jump down, so then the Hane is very much Sente. And like I said, this diagonals always give you some eye shape. Okay. Mhm. Is the extent sent enough at this point? If he doesn't react and I turn, he blocks, I play this. He cuts. And I could surround. Yeah, I don't think this is sent enough at this point. So do I just play the corner here? Is that even the biggest? What I could also do, because he has something here, I could play this Hane Connect here. I could also Hane here first. Could also descend and then play this one and squeeze. Yeah, maybe I just play here because the corner is pretty hard to deal with anyway. Maybe if I play from this direction, I actually do have like I could like Hane and then this. Then he's cut off if I allow this. Just a question of how much that is actually worth to me here. Or I could wedge here first. But that doesn't really, that's not center either, so might as well take the bigger point. The bottom left corner, if black plays first, is super alive. This thing here, you're worried about that? Well, that's what I just said. The bottom right, if I don't play there, can still be some trouble. Ko, I believe. Now that black is strong on the outside. So I'm contemplating if I should play this, which is also just big in endgame. Or just play here. If black plays here, I can still slide. I think the top right is just not that interesting, so... Hmm. He does that immediately, but I think here I just connect. I mean, center for what though? That's the question here. Is anything bigger than just preventing black from getting all the center here? If I play the Atari, I have this cut left. I don't think this cut. I wonder if the cut is worth more or the peep here, because if I play this, I remove the peep, but the cut here is active. But he's already so strong here. Hmm. People in chat have been known to be wrong, yes, including the opponent of mine currently. Actually, that is one very relaxing thing. At least Eric can't be in chat and claim all the wrong things all the time. There was yesterday, was it even yesterday, where he was 100% convinced that one thing was better than the other, and it turned out they were exactly equal, and that was also my evaluation when we reviewed, so, or when I reviewed, and So yeah. No, thanks, I'm good. This group is strong. It's the only thing that you could argue is something attackable is like this black group here. Hmm. I can extend here now and send, well, not quite send him, but then if he doesn't react, I can cut here. So let's do that. Strengthen my group here. Maybe this one was too slow. Because this group here is, well, I guess if he doesn't respond, chip, 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 I can push, blip, bloop, protect, protect. If he cuts, I can play here, connect. I guess it does give me some destruction of the bottom side if he doesn't react here, right? He could also play here, but then I can still peep and then like semi-escape. Hmm, I don't know about that, but thanks for your vote of confidence. Top right. What could you do? I mean, S14 is kind of tempting. But there's a problem here with this, and the cut here, and then the cut here. Maybe I can live separately. Or if this. Okay, so he does defend, huh? I could play this one and threaten to cut still. So yeah, basically this one can become center. I can still, like, if he plays here, I peep here and just do something here. I see the big AI took the role of Captain Obvious today, giving us gems like the center is big and white can reduce. Sorry, but it's a little bit funny to me. Um, Maybe this one, even this. If he tries to counter here, I can always choose to counter, and then just jump in the corner, I suppose. There's also still Q17, if block and cut and Atari, and I could capture this. Ah, he could capture, no, but if he Ataris, I can Atari and then kind of connect. I'm still looking if there's some way to exploit this RG here, but I can't see anything beyond just, okay, reduce from the outside. Um, Problem is beyond this little bit of RG. I mean, he's connected here, he's alive here, he's certainly alive here. Like this, and like the Kamas and the Ogama are the only little bit of RG that's left in Black's position. And if he just sends here, I guess, the peep here to like still destroy the bottom side area. But yeah. Also, if he plays this, I guess I peep first and then I just jump, and if he tries to take the bottom side, then I can still take some center. Again, I can play G6 in nearly, well, this I guess it's still not center here. Actually, I thought F6 was a bit too slow. If defend, I thought that maybe it's better to just play H2 immediately. But maybe not. Who knows anyway? I need some nutrition. Oof, this day was rough. I don't know, the center is pretty big. No way, Tanji, no way. Really? He does counter like that. What? You think I'm behind by 50 points? Oh. Of course, I spilled all my nuts on my nuts today. I know you were. See, that's the difference. I always look for a place to win. I don't know if these big exchanges were beneficial to black. It kind of made my... I wonder if R8 is the best way. Could also consider to just play S9. Right, S9 would be nice. I guess there's not enough Archie in black shape. So maybe just not. Yeah, but anyway, is it big enough for me to threaten to just capture the 3 stones now? Tanji, anyone particular in mind? Couldn't be you, no. Uh, how would you even go about killing? Black is super strong everywhere. You can't kill anything. Capturing 3 stones might be too small. On the other hand, it's 6, 7, 8, basically 9 points, and my group would be alive. Can someone ban Apollo Go instantly, please? Well, Black first of all has test T16 in center if he saves the 3 stones, or if he doesn't save the 3 stones, then he is not in trouble either. I mean, he might even just play O15 here now. At least P12 is not center because he's, yeah, okay. Can I play the Atari and then just simply turn here? Well, if he descends, I can also get T11. I suppose that makes S8 more possible, but still just endgame reduction. Though this is still problematic for his corner. Ah, wait, if okay, I see. If I just turn, he could defend with O5. Well, hmm. If I play, well, okay, let's have 20 minutes to think about this. So if I play O15, then he has to block on the outside. Then I play P17. Hang on a second. There might be some trouble now actually with this all this RG, huh? Yeah, that's new to me too. There's not many players in the West who are more obsessed with Tsumego than me. I think he's one of the few. So yeah, that's an interesting claim for sure. Shit posting at its best. Anyway, so if I Hane, he has to block, he has to cut, I play here. Then I have to, when I would play here anyway, huh? Ah, but, there's a but. Yeah, so if I bump here now, right? And he defends, obviously, and then I bump here as well, then I push here as well. Let's see, he extends back. He could play here, I connect. He extends back, I push in. If he plays here, I could play here, he connects. He's alive in the corner, okay. So he's alive in the corner then the question becomes if I play this and this, which is center, I think, right? He's dead in the corner for sure if he doesn't respond to this, like this and this. Then the other question becomes, what about the cut here? What about my group here also? But let's worry about that in a second after that. So is this even an option rather? This. Cut has to attire from here, extend. Black could play here, then you could extend. Or Black could just connect. Black could just connect. And then I could M16. Yeah, and if I calculate this correctly, then he is out of liberties on this side. Now the other question becomes, can my group here survive since it doesn't have any I shape here yet? It does still have G6 as some kind of RG. It would not have any I shape in the center, however. And it doesn't look good for white in terms of making two eyes here. Hmm. Let's consider the O15 Hane again instead then. I play this. He cuts, I play here. He probably doesn't do anything here yet. He plays the Atari here. I extend, he extends, I extend. And he's already connected, huh? Hmm. I mean, I could also bump and then peep, but that's kind of sad. I only get to reduce a little bit, and I still don't get any eye shape for my center group. Hmm. I guess if black has to play T16 and I connect here, I get half an eye here. Or if I connect here, I would kind of get half an eye, not quite, but maybe with Archie here. Hmm. Yeah, but if that Hane doesn't work at all, then I suppose the bump it is. Um, I guess. Hmm. What I could also do is O14, black cuts, and then play N14. Then black captures the two stones, and I push in. Or if he doesn't, if he blocks. Let's say he blocks. And I then save my two stones. Ah, no, but then he's really low on liberties. Oh, I so want to exploit this RG with the bump and the cut. But I just don't know if, well, yeah, I just don't know if that's, if my group on the bottom side doesn't just fall dead. It's hard enough to make live if I have the first move. If I don't have the first move, and the top side stones are not big enough for making that a trade. Hmm. The other problem is even if I now play the way I meant to do, just let him capture the two stones and push in. If I push in, I also don't get any eye shape inside there. Though there is some RG with this still M15 and stuff. Hmm. Hmm.
But then maybe it's better again to just save my 2 stones and peep. 'Cause that way at least his group is disconnected. And I'm pushing in with a counterattack. It looks super dumb, but I think that's just the best I can do. Hmm. I thought for so long that everything is grayed out. All the names. I thought for like 9 minutes here, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 10 minutes. But I really wanted to see if there's something that works here. I think this is just the best option I have. I don't know. I don't see any better. Ow! I didn't even consider him not okay. But this way, at least it gives me some potential eye space here, I suppose. Um, hmm. I can play this one now. And then S19 threatens to kill. Uh, and of course, if I kill the corner, my group is alive. That's good enough. Mm, how does that make my threats in the top right stronger? If I can kill the corner, that's like the biggest threat because that just makes my group alive. So I'm not following your logic there at all. Sorry about that. Just capture the stone, I think, right? No, his group in the corner could always live. The problem is if I play on the bottom side first, he just Tenukis. There's no threat that's big enough here. So I always had to play something here, I think. That to me was non-negotiable. I didn't have much to lose in the top right, yes. Uh-huh. Yes, he had to play there. I think I push here. I don't think there's any. I guess I could play this one instead. Hang on, if I play this wedge, hmm, nah, he would always block this, right? So if I push here, I think that's, I mean, you could play here and then here. Maybe not. Maybe I just leave this now. Can I extend here? Now I almost wish I had played this. If I peep now, he might just counter. He didn't want to give me this one, I think. Maybe just here. This way I threaten the extent here for some eye shape. Don't really have any eye shape here. Can threaten some, I suppose. Something like 50 maybe here for black. Something like 6 here. Something like 8 here, with this maybe 2 more. So maybe 10, 60, 66. I have something like 63. Yeah, I guess I didn't count anything for black though on the bottom side. Yeah, no, so. And my group is still not alive, so he can profit from this and then be like 10 points ahead easily. I would assume. He does extend this way. Hmm. If I play K7, I basically live, but he gets M6. And if I extend, he plays H2. Hmm. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, right? If I try to just make life now, I lose on points. If I try to not lose on points, I probably die. Uh, hey, Bucket. So many points. I descend and he turns. And I block and he Ataris. And then Ataris again. I have just the one eye. Well, usually I would say maybe if it's close, I can still catch up in endgame, but this is not close enough for endgame if I just allow black to get like 20 points on the bottom side when the game was already better for black. I guess we go to bed earlier if I just play this and whatever. Also, there's counterplay still with J5, I just realized. So maybe I just play the counterplay immediately. How about them apples? I mean, he has 5 liberties, so it's the net is not really working. But I'm not playing this to capture the black stones. I'm playing this to maybe get some kind of squeeze. Maybe I could. Should I peep? Maybe I peep first here. That could be a good timing. Because the 2 stones are smaller than me getting to cut here and capture this, I think. Also, if he captures the 2 stones, he reduces his own liberties by a lot. Okay. That's an idea. Oh, actually, what I just... No, if I... Uh-huh. Oh, wow, okay. So... That's a little bit unexpected. He can't cut here now. That's not the idea. Whoa, he can. Okay, he can. Yeah, right now J5 looks like a nice move to get. If he extends, I can just play here. Can I? Let's say he extends after this. But then I can block like this even. Hurry and cut. J5 is always a light stone. I can sacrifice J5 in some of these variations. So, and he can't really sacrifice M. Well, he can, but me sacrificing J5 is much like him getting J5 to capture J5 is much less interesting than me getting to capture M3. No, I just explained exactly that. Hmm. Hmm. Should I first play? Wait, no. Maybe? If I first play Atari from this side now. I don't want to lose my liberties because it still doesn't allow him to capture the 2 stones here. If I get to play this and then he reacts to this and then I Atari. Though I guess as long as I don't have this left. Yeah, I could play this, but I could also play the Atari immediately, and then if he connects, I don't know if that's a benefit or not. But if I play this and he connects and then I capture, then he gets to capture the 2 stone. Yes, can I be me because I have to play this weekend. Um. This. Not sure. Yes, just like with my brain game against Brendan, the goal was to get used to this Canadian BU bullshit. I have no idea how to best play this, but yeah, that's why I want to train this Bioyomi because it's something. Now I'm threatening to connect under. And if he protects like against this, then I still get to play this and Atari here. Yeah, no, black is not getting all that much. That is very true. Is there any way that I can still exploit this Aji here, even after getting cut? Let's say he extends here. No, I suppose not. Oh, he cuts. Interesting. Why? Is there something I'm missing here? Okay. I guess I'm missing that I'm still dead. But am I though? I can play here. Okay, he can block, but then I can play here, and then I can still play here. Hmm. Canadian Bioyomi do be a scam here. Probably someone with chess clocks. Now that's just mean. Okay, well, I'm alive, right? Not tripping here. I can now connect under, or I can make the second eye here. I also do wonder if maybe there is a way to, for example, play this one. And if he then plays here, or he plays here, there's still this one. I can also still ask this question here. Hmm. Is there a world where I can do something about all this here? I hate Canadian Bureau so much. How does it work? You have a certain amount of moves you have to do in a certain amount of time. So the first is how much time you have left, and the second, how many moves. And once you finish this amount of moves, you go back to the initial amount. So here it's 20 moves in 5 minutes, aka 15 seconds per move on average, which I find to be very annoying in after a full hour game to only have 15 seconds per move after that. That's why I want to play so much faster now. Um, could I play something like this? Oh, one is certainly not small, yeah. The question also is this, if I have this liberties here removed and then I cut here, then black just pushes a couple of times. Yes, essentially. Fischer, just play a few moves whenever. I connect. And he removes this liberty. I play here, he plays Atari and then pushes here, then I play the empty triangle. I don't see how... I don't think there's any RG left, even if I connect. So then that's just a value thing. He can capture Incente. That is either 3 points for him or 1 point. So this is a 2-point Cente move. And this is more like a 4-point plus move. Connection here. Uh, it might honestly just be the biggest move left. I don't see the connection here. If he cuts, I can still reduce from here. Now this eye is worth its weight in gold. I think I still didn't need this one, huh? Yeah, but this is was more like more than 4 points, because if black gets this, then black can also reduce more from this side, I think. Now my corner doesn't need an additional move in some cases. Besides that, is it worth it to play a move like T7? If it's free space, then it's a 7-point move, but like this doesn't make much more of a difference than, I guess, if you Hane connect and black gets his sense, black gets the 3 points. If you play here, here, and here, and here, here. Black only keeps the 1 point. But it's okay. 2 points, I guess, doesn't really make a big difference. Yeah. That was expected. The good thing, the cut is not working even after this, because this is not a snapback, because these stones are in Atari. This is also a point. Is there something with this archie here? Ah, this is actually not small. This was, well, I guess it depends if black plays this one or not. Ah, but he can play this one in center. Okay. Yeah, but now that's why I hate Canadian Bayomi. I can't even think straight for a second here. It's like, oh, okay. There's also this 2-point move here. There's still this one, which is a one and, well, that's actually also 2-point move. No, actually it's more. Oh, this one is just 1-point center here. Because if he doesn't react, you can Atari here to remove this point and yourself keep this point. Okay. For a second, the time didn't continue. But if he descends, he keeps the 3 points. If I play here, he doesn't keep 3 points, so this is worth 3 points to descend here. Okay, sure. What was I about to do? This one. Oh, I only have one more move left to play. That's okay. Yeah, I think this was actually quite nice to get. Because then this keeps being a point. And he got reduced here. I suppose there's nothing left inside here. Now that I have a little bit of time left. I could play this Atari here. I can also play here to keep 1 point. Then this is just the co-point here. Yeah, this was like a 2-point center move, right? Reduce him and give one. So this was certainly bigger than anything else. But he was also in time trouble there. Um, 3 points? Anyway, I have to calculate. Don't. If I play this Atari and then play this Atari, is there anything inside here? No, right? Throw in Atari. Okay, this is just 1 point. Oh, hey, I'm used. So because that's more like a threat for black to play this one then, right? Black would threaten to capture to peep the, you know what I mean. I also still have this one. Some threats inside here, maybe even. This throw in here. The Atari here and some Atari here. Aren't you both strong? How are you so differently counting this? And also what's comfortable? I guess I'll surprise myself. Interesting. Wait, that works? It's also this one and this Atari. Oh, that creates more co-threads, right? Private window on KGS, that would be quite something. I always forget about this kind of co-thread creation here. Um, I don't see any other way to exploit this RG here. No, there's nothing here. Okay, fine. He has still a co-thread here. Ay, ay, ay. Oh yeah, I think he just wins the code too, right? Actually that doesn't, no, the throw in here doesn't do anything. Yeah, as he still has this Atari here and this throw in here. I only have this one. I can't Atari at T14. There's nothing at R7 or something. Yeah, Sage. I mean, I could win if I play J4, but like the Ko, but then I lose a point there. Or do I? Hang on. Do I? Ah, but if I capture and he captures back. I mean, the Finnish Pro semifinals ended like this, with a large group being in Self Atari when they filled Dami. But do I though? If I captured one stone, then black captures back, right? And then still has to add another move, no? Yes, but this is Japanese rules, so. Right, so I capture, I get 1 point. He captures back, he has 6 points, but actually just 5. I mean, it doesn't make a difference because in both cases I don't have another co-thread, but this is more stylish. Yeah, and then I'm actually short 2 co-threads, right? Or do you see some co-thread somewhere? Because he still has M19, and I would have to find one co-thread, take back, ignore this, so I'm short 2 co-threads, no? Am I tripping? Of course, I could throw in here, but that would lose the point, so... And then I'm not even... Yeah, alright, whatever. Can't win this co as much as I try. Oh well. Yeah, how did you count? Oh, well, this with this. Yeah, 2 points. Not quite. Maybe you counted Comey double, but I mean 9.5, considering how probably really bad it was before at some point. Yeah, 9.5. I mean, okay. I think the opening was just this was not my game. This is not my day. I was even thinking if I should play this game at all, but whatever, I need the training. What happened? Just Joseki variations that kind of went off the rails where Blake got way too much center. But I still don't know what exactly went wrong because I don't understand this variation. So yeah, there's that. Um, hey, hey, GG. Yeah, I don't know. This is the just fitting to the day. Uh, um, Yeah, I never seen this in between move here, but I don't think the right move is to play here. Because that seems a bit too easy on black screen. Huh? Why didn't it? What? But huh? But I what? Did I open another window? Ah, I noticed. Oh, I see now what happened. Okay. Um, hang on a second. I opened it twice. Can I do it like this? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I opened one time upload and then opened it again. Yeah, so I don't think it's that, right? So I think I need to play here. Yeah, and then I really don't like these variations here. It's basically I keep repeating it. It's the only one that I don't know or like. But because 99% of my opponents don't play this, I still play this. Normally c10. Okay, does that make a big difference? Huh. I guess that in this case you would play this way, huh? Which, to be fair, you could still try to do here, but yeah. I guess that's why that you jump, because otherwise this exchange is good for black. Makes sense. Yeah. And then here for a brief second I was thinking, oh, could I have done this earlier? But I think you can even just play, Jesus Christ, play here and then you can escape here, right? There's no way for me to do anything with this, so yeah. And if I play here now, well, first of all, black can now just play this and just kill me. So that's probably not good. D18. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I don't think I had anything to do here, so yeah, I'm at a loss. Maybe I needed to honey, but that's also so silly with this shape, so maybe I needed to just Tenuki here. How about this? But what I don't like about this, just I don't know, random Tenuki, is then this. Uh-huh. And then I can't play here, right? Because then this collapses. Yeah, so this move kind of surprised me, but okay, I see. Yeah, and then I don't know. This wedge, whatever. Feel like it was a bit much. Don't think. I wonder if here there was ever some way to exploit this or this. I think this was a particularly good exchange for black. Felt like this was too passive. This was not necessarily bad for me. Yeah, but here then I was wondering about this and then being able to go deeper, but my group is still not alive. And you are connected and this whole group is now alive. But maybe this is the better way. Yeah, but P16 doesn't change anything. It's still the same variations as before, no? I guess that's right, yeah. I was wondering. But, I mean, do I? Don't have it in Sente. I mean, to some extent, right? Black has this one in Sente. So, not sure. But yeah, maybe, because now I have to return. Yeah, and then this I think was fine for me over or And I don't see much afterwards. Yeah, here, unfortunately, I didn't have the time to calculate if I could do some counterplay here. But besides that, it's late, so I won't review this without AI too much, especially because the top left, yeah. It just was bad for me the whole game round. Didn't even gain anything in end game. It really literally was just. It was apparently close here. If I just ignore this, yeah, that actually makes sense. I mean, I didn't see at L3. But Hane is what I know too, yeah. I just don't like these variations here with this cut. I felt like this presses me down even more. Okay, but this is actually a 2.5 point mistake. And then this is another 2 point mistake. So this is already 4 points better for black. 5 points, 6 points. Yeah. Yeah, so this position is already so much better for. This didn't lose anything. Ah, he should turn here now. It makes some sense, I suppose. Ah, but this one then lost. Should play here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Just sacrifice the 2 stones and not get pressed here, right? If this happens. Then I still play here. And black, of course, has to respond because otherwise this is just a disaster. Yeah, but makes sense. Okay. So I should have. But at this point here. Ah, it's also +4 for black. So okay, so this was probably just a very important point for both of us to get. Yeah, because that I guess was, I mean, besides not playing the Hane here and then also playing the connection here. Besides that, the bigger mistake was to push here, not to give or to not get this one earlier, I suppose. Maybe even like what at this point here. Well, connect was not good. I should bump, but I'm already 13 points behind here. Yeah, I expected the bump here. That one was a little bit weird to me. Yeah, I'm 12 points behind at this point here. Oh, this one was a bit passive, yeah. Okay, just play in the middle there. Uh-huh. Yeah, wondered about this, but I didn't like that it weakens my corner even more. T-shirt, I should even jump. Yeah, the wedge is crazy. And I played from the right direction because playing from here, yes, I guess this group is technically, well, I guess even this is maybe there's just more RG in this side, maybe even. Ah, and then I should stay light. But yeah, the cut here, I was so sure you would play from above here. The cut was kind of shocking actually, and made my connection look good. Yeah, okay, I should just play here. That was what I was thinking I should do. But yeah, if I know that you cut, then of course I want to play here. Okay, that was okay. Then this was fine. Yeah, and then here actually the game is only black plus 2.5. Actually, at this point, yeah, this is a bad exchange. I thought so. There's like my own 08 is never really super forcing. Yes, I get some endgame RG here, but you can just play here. Of course, if you respond, then that's something. But yeah, this is just a bad exchange because it gave me shape. I thought this was just good for me. That's why I didn't want to necessarily. That's why I didn't play this right now. And then it's even. At this point, it's actually even. Wow. So I actually managed in the first half to recover from the really bad Choseki to make it back to even. But then unfortunately the second half struck again. Okay, this exchange was okay. That was a big mistake. Okay. I should not play here. This even was the block was not necessary. Jump, huh? Or extend. Yeah, but see, like the peep here, there's so much RG here, and to just play this peep here, so difficult to me. Okay, the jump here I can understand. But I also wasn't sure if that is big enough, this area, so. Okay, and then it was back to black we had, but then this was, yeah, back to black +5. This was the blue, okay, well, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, this I didn't agree with at all. I thought this one instead. This was a little bit weird. This just weakened black shape. This was fine, and then this one. And even this one. Okay. Hane now. Okay, and then this one. Uh, you were going to throw in T11 too? I think that would have been one of your, like in our last game where you did some throw in like this would have been a big mistake. And this is not killable because then you can just, yeah, you can just cut here and then this doesn't, well, this cut doesn't work because it comes with Atari, okay. I see, so that was also something I could have played like this. I mean, okay. And then push here, uh-huh. And then cut here. Or not. I don't understand this. Okay. Okay, but also only -3. For some reason, I didn't even consider this move. I calculated all of these options here and didn't even consider M13 at all. Spent like 10 minutes here and didn't consider any other response than black just blocking here. Because I was so focused on what else to do with the Hane or this one or play something here first. Yeah, like I said, this is not my strength. Okay, so the follow-up was fine to get this. Okay, then I got this. Yeah, then the turn here was a little bit meh. Cut apparently was okay. Yeah. I was wondering about just doing this. I just didn't like, I guess the two stones that in this case are not that big anymore, huh? And if this one, oh, I was thinking this one instead, huh? That was be a mistake. Just connect here. Hmm. Then it's a close game. I mean, capturing is still a close game. This one was really, I should play here instead. Oh. And then if capture, then I don't even react and we play here. And then you descend. Uh-huh. Because then if block, you can Hane connect. And then Atari and Atari. Okay, but then you have to return here anyway. Okay, then this one, then you can also play this one in Sente later. And then block here obviously is really good, and then it's an equal game. Sheesh. So instead here black should respond here. And now you're already connected, or you can capture this one, that's also fine. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about what if black plays here now, but okay. Ah. This is a mistake. Wait, hang on. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's just a non-mistake mistake. Aha, and then here I can push in here? Maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I will have to look at this with a stronger AI. Okay, this one just cuts. That makes sense. So black has to... Ah, black... Wait. Huh? Oh, yeah, no, you have to play here. I see. Yeah. No, but black can capture these two, but then you can connect. But then you lost more here. Maybe. Hmm. So maybe there was some RG here and then the game is close-ish. But if there's none or I can't find it, then the game is not close. Then black is ahead by 6 at this point, apparently. 5? 4? Wait, okay, so then there was maybe still some RG that I needed to find here for this to be still such a close game. Ah, yeah. See, I played this one, I think, automation mode, like autopilot, and then noticed that maybe I still don't need to play this because even if I play away and black plays here, I can still play this. So this was not that big. Just like, okay, if he connects, then he doesn't have to capture these, but that's done 1 point in reverse center. Or 1 point in center for him, so this is just a 1 point reverse center. Well, if I can push in here, yeah, I can push in here because if he cuts, I can actually cut here. And then he has to save these, and then again, there's big trouble here. What is up with that? Anyway, so then if he has to block here, I can save my stone in center. Let's see, but this still black plus, okay, yeah, that's black plus 5 then. And then I can play this one. But first I had to play this, and now if this one, then I can again just cut here. I see. So yeah, this RG I missed. But yeah, like I said, deep in Bioyomi and Autopilot, I didn't see this neurons, and then he cut, and then it was black plus 8, yeah. And yeah, then I panicked because I had very little time left here, so I lost another point here, and that's already the end result, I suppose. Or black connecting. Yeah, this connection here was not unnecessary, but then I should have played here instead, I see. Okay, and then after this, nothing big happened anymore. Okay, I mean, some chances. some positions where it was near equal in the middle game here, and even if in the later stages here of this fight, only black plus 1.5. So not my worst game against Eric, but also not my best. But yeah, considering the day I had, I feel like I did much better than I even anticipated. I was afraid to just get completely crushed today, so that was not quite the case, I guess. Still got crushed, but not like a complete blowout with no chances at all. Just chances that were really hard for me to see. Yeah. The wedge and then the attack on my group was a little bit crazy. Um, Theoretically, I also wanted to do a 10-kilometer run. K3. We are already here, right? K3 instead of this, and then S8. No, S8 is a mistake or not good. You are supposed to either extend here or connect here. If you play S8, then it's just equal to the game. And the game was also just -1 point, so definitely not the main lesson of this game. I guess main lesson number one, study this freaking Joseki so that because again, that's the only one that I don't like in this two space low pincer from the high approach. Um, and after that, it was and also this one being so pressing that could be also construed as one of these. I didn't want to remove my RG here, but maybe this is just the haunting move that I need. And then after this here, yeah, this could be actually like this, how I handled both corners or the RG here. Maybe that's like the main lesson from this game, huh? Like this one being this, how to exploit this, and also how that I needed to turn here. So maybe main lesson number one. Because before, yeah, okay, that was his plan. Wait, hang on. Yeah, there was this. That's still the same kind of. Wait. Oh, the jump still. Okay. Okay, the jump here, I don't really want to say that was a big mistake, especially if the wedge came. And then here, maybe this is also a lesson because um, the little brother of playing more solid. Activity feed is not Arcade GameStop. Thank you for follow. No, but so the little brother of playing solid shapes is also to during Sabaki variations to not make heavy shapes. So yeah, I kind of was aware that the connection here is probably too heavy and not a good way. But again, if I knew that he is going to cut, which is absolutely crazy, just as crazy as the wedge, then yeah. But in general, yeah, that makes more sense to just jump inside and then whatever, right? But it's so far, I'm quite far behind here either way, so I guess this was the better gamble here. This is just a shape move, so that's. But we can still make this a side lesson, I suppose. Okay, so but then this is one main lesson because this is also thematic towards my side end game versus center RG thing. Then I mean I guess responding here but it's still about this RG here. So I think this one 018 is kind of the same as connecting in the bottom right. It's both too small and I need to exploit the RG or do something here. And yeah, then this one to some extent. So, but that still has to do with the RG here. Okay, that was silly. Yeah, and then I think lastly this RG here, which existed all this time here, probably. But I will review that with a few 10,000 playouts instead of with 50, so that I know what's actually going on here. And this was Black's mistake, yeah. So yeah, I mean, okay. First, the main lesson, like learn the Joseki, so I don't get this far behind. And then after that, second main lesson, how to exploit these RGs and compare the benefit from those to just the simple end game here. And I think that's the two. Oh, and the RG here. So one study Joseki, two the RG here and the RG here. That's I think the main things from this game. I think time management wise, I was happy. Probably a bit too much of a chore to go back and see where I could have spent more time, maybe. But I already spent so much time here, so I don't know. Maybe a bit too much, but then I didn't even come to the right conclusion, so I don't know. But yeah, didn't count too much. That's true. Didn't count too much, didn't come, I think I was in Byoyomi at move 168 or something like that. Considering that in the past I was in Byoyomi around move 80 to 100, sometimes even 60, with 1 hour main time, mind you. That is a that is a complete change. I think I mean, I will further look at how much time I spent, and if I realize that, oh, maybe I spent too much time again, and I get in Byoyomi too early, then that's something. But that doesn't seem to be a big issue at the moment. I think the bigger issue is really this thing of how do I evaluate these weaknesses? That's so difficult to me. And yeah, again, I won't look at these variations now because it doesn't make sense to look at something complicated like this with 50 playouts. So I will have to be patient until sometime next week, maybe even 2 weeks from now, because next week I will first focus on reviewing my tournament games, and then I have 6 or 7 other training games that I haven't databased yet. I reviewed all of my games after the game immediately. First myself, then with low playout AI. But the deeper the deeper review plus databasing of this game will probably have to wait a couple of weeks. Anyway, I'm starting to talk in circles again. That's it from me. I think it's already 3 hours. Oof. Let me quickly make a note of that. Training game. Yeah, my training games seem to mostly last like 2.5 to 3 hours or so. That's pretty consistent. With including review. While Fox games are more 2 to 2.5. Yeah, so the Fox games, I guess depends. If there was longer Byo-Yomi here, then probably the training games would also last a little bit longer. But anyway, let's see. La, la, la. Is there anyone but... Oh, there is someone to raid. That's not bad, Go. So let's do that. Yeah, like I said, tournament this weekend, so no stream then, but I will be back with more Fox games and also a game against Tangji. I think that was next week already. So yeah, that's up next week. And then maybe then Saturday I will also play another teaching game against Greenstone, still 5 handicap. And I might on Sunday do another 4-dan Sumego stream where we try to catch up with my yearly goals. So yeah, but that's it for now. See you. Bye bye.